There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
First thing is I want to take a look at some pairs that have been moving. I have a GBP account that recently swung and made some great profits. We saw a lot of movement on the GBP pairs this week. This is my GBP account that I run with just GBP pairs. And this week we are in floating 7.48% floating profit right now on the week. Absolutely insane so far. And, I'll be surprised that when these trades fully do swing, we'll probably end up, we're getting close to our GBP CAD take profit here. But I would not be surprised to see these trades swing and make another few percent here. We were up 6% just on an initial GBP AUD sell that came through, and then we re-entered buys on the way back down. And now we played both sides of the market, and same with GBP CAD. We are playing it up right now, and it's been just absolutely incredible to see how we always, again, are performing with the proper entries. This is a swing GBP account. You can see that we're getting pretty close to a GBP NZD entry as well. Let's take a look at our swing settings here. You can see we are entering after 6 after Wednesday, so we're still on 5. So we got 2 more gears to go, but if we continue to drop it all here on GBP NZD, we could get close to an entry. We did secure our entries in GBP CAD. In fact, not only did we secure our entries, you can see that here, as we probably go to click this take profit, we most likely are going to secure a sell entry as well, as we are in buy 4, meaning that the 5th level entry is deployed in the real market. Right now, there is a sell 4 in the Ghost server, which means that when level 5 goes to trigger here, we will most likely be taking that sell rate back down and playing this position right back down as well. And when things like this happen, it's just amazing. You got to love when the market gives you such perfect movements that GearBox is able to capitalize on. And that's the same thing we had happen here with our GBP AUD account. Again, we played the sell down. We started entering buys. Now we're playing the buy back up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up playing a sell back down again. It all depends on how it works and triggers depending in the market cycles. But again, just absolutely incredible. Give me a minute to figure out why my laptop's not charging when it is indeed plugged in here. That is a good question. There we go. Now we're charging. All right. Let's go ahead, though, and dig in to the week, the market. If there's any trades you guys are in drawdown on, go ahead and let me know in the chat box. Any profits you made, trades that swung, go ahead and let me know how you did this week on your profit. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at TradingView and take a look at a few different pieces and items that are going on right now. So just let me know what you're seeing, and we'll talk about it. Great question we got regarding reset of ghost gears. The first thing I can tell you is it's always a bad decision to turn it off. What are the risks? Let's talk about it. The easiest way to talk about it would actually be to pull up a TradingView chart. So let's just go ahead over here to tradingview.com. And let's just take a look at A volatile pair, for example, such as like Euro NZD. This is a good education section here. Where are you, Euro NZD, or am I blind? You can use any other volatile pair too. We'll just stick with a GBP pair then. Find something good. GBP NZD will do the trick. So, the first thing to understand is if you are resetting the ghost gears, and let's zoom out. Let's find a long trend. If you aren't resetting the ghost gears, you can see, and these are daily time frame charts, so we'll come in. If you do not reset, what can end up happening is you can get stuck in a long trend. So let's say this was a week right here, and you were trying to enter a sell, and maybe your sell just didn't trigger, and you went into the next week without resetting. Okay, your sell's going to trigger, but how much farther did it go? Another week, boom, now you're stuck in it. Another week, stuck in it, right? So the reason we reset it is because you're looking to get those precise movements. You want to try to get the snapbacks. You don't want to get stuck in a long trend. Occasionally, you will still get stuck in a long trend, but it's much more dangerous when you turn off the reset of ghost gears, as you are more prone to get into a long trend, being that there are times where things trend hard and trend long. But when you reset the ghost gears week by week, you're almost guaranteeing yourself to try to catch a snapback entry more so, where you're going to catch that reversal. As again, GearBox with precision modes is more of a reversal software. You're looking to catch reversals. But if you are running, lower entries, swing or sniper, especially with ghost gears resetting turned off, you're going to risk getting into a higher drawdown or getting into a longer trend that may last longer than you'd like. So that'd be my first piece of advice there on the risks. Now, if you were to go to Super Sniper, I do know some people that turn it off and use Super Sniper settings, and they have good results. But again, I would be more hands-on with it too. I would know my risk management. I'd make sure I'm an advanced user. If I was going to do anything like that, I would not make these changes if I'm not a novice trader, to say the least. But that would be the risks. And, this would be a great example right here, or even, right here to the downside. These snapbacks are really what you're looking to try to capture, and you don't want to get stuck in the whole long trend. And, this is like a week right here, and you could have reset. And if you didn't reset, chances are you would enter the trade here. But if you did reset, okay, now maybe you get in right here. Okay, I can stand this. That's better than being stuck in it from here to here and then down, right? So you're just getting a better chance at a better entry, typically with less risk. And that's why I use the reset of ghost gears, if that makes sense. Yeah, make sure Telegram me that username, so I can specifically have my programmer look at this specific scenario in real time. It's always best when I can provide him a real-time scenario. So if this is something that happened this week, it'll be easier for him to look into the logs and review it. So definitely send me over the username, and I will have him take a look at that. All righty. As for taking a look at anything else, let's go ahead and talk a little bit here on, let's see, what any other pairs you guys want to talk about, any trades. I know this week a lot of people made some profits. Wasn't a crazy drawdown week or anything too exciting, so there's not too much to talk about. Profit weeks always are a little more quieter. Less people tune into the calls on the weeks they make profit than the ones they don't. So anything you guys want to know, talk about, let me know. I'm here to help. Otherwise, we can get into reviewing some of my FX book data and talking about the week ahead. It is also the holiday season, so sometimes expect the markets to be a little slower, possibly consolidating. Let's take a look into my FX book. I'm going to have to go ahead and sign in here. Oh, it remembered me. I'm trying to see where I don't even remember what I renamed it. I definitely thought I had an account on my GBP gearbox, but I'm not finding it in here. Oh, here we go. GBP pairs only gearbox. Now, keep in mind, this account's gone on and off throughout time, but we recently reconnected it. It did take a loss at one point back in June. Took some losses, was up 12%, and then all of a sudden was only up 2%, right? And then we recently just started swinging back, and we just made all this back the last few months. Again, we haven't taken that many trades. Again, this is only GBP pairs, so it's very minimal. And when it does take trades, you can see it did have 2 losing months back in July and August. When you're running minimal pairs, that's likely to happen, but you can see we did that 6% just now, and we are currently in floating profit in the current moment as well. So exciting. Again, drawdown stayed low on this account too. Monthly's not really there, as again, GBP rarely takes trades. You know, you can go times where it doesn't take trades for months, and you saw that firsthand right here, and then all of a sudden, boom, a big upshift. This is why we typically are always going to scan all of them. And you can see that we recently had the 10K account come back. This account went through a period too where it hit some stop losses. It got stuck in some consolidations. It took some losses. It is up, up, and up, and up. But the reason I love to show this is I love to show how GearBox handles volatility and risk. These were some wild, market conditions where things were just going against us. But once again, we show that GearBox can lose money and recover and not blow an account or get into a significantly high drawdown. 22%, a little higher than I like, but again, it's not that high. It's pretty feasible, especially considering people go get into 50% drawdown in the crypto markets on the regular. They just don't call it drawdown. It's an unrealized loss. That's what they like to call it. So point is, I've yet to see, products that can really handle things like this, and GearBox continues to do it. Take a look at one pair data. Nothing too exciting has been happening over here. You can still see that USD CAD and GBP AUD are some of our top performers. GBP pairs, AUD. But again, even though these are our top performers, how often do they actually take trades? And that's why we also trade all these other ones. Even though they may not be the top performers, their profits help balance out when these ones aren't taking trades. A great example, again, let's take a look at GBP AUD. We went through a period where it didn't even take any trades from March 29th all the way till September. I mean, we pretty much went through the whole summer without GBP AUD even sniping a swing entry. And then all of a sudden it started sniping again. So again, I love to show that because it shows you that you can't just rely on waiting on certain pairs. You need to scan all the pairs to be able to really optimize and guarantee yourself entries, because GearBox is looking for reversal patterns, and sometimes those can take some time. That's it. I love it right there. You said it firsthand, Pipstar. GearBox is very good during the current month where surprises can occur. Scalpers are having issues. Absolutely. I would not be scalping during the month of December. There's just a lot of inconsistencies in volume with banks and holidays, and it's the holiday season. Things slow down a little bit, but GearBox is able to sail quite safely and catch fish. You got it right there. It is able to handle some surprises, volatility, and honestly, volatility is its friend most of the time, because in these market conditions, we're tending to see quick snapbacks because they're, again, happening typically due to slower bank holidays, liquidity, and things like that are causing just a quick movement where GearBox can capitalize. Whereas a quick movement for a scalper can be their stop loss and the death of them. So we got to thank GearBox for being able to work in such a great market cycle. I've always felt confident using GearBox in December. I used it last December. We had a great experience, and a lot of people kind of sit out during December, stop trading, but not us, not GearBox. But let's go ahead and let's also take a look here at the week ahead and what we're looking at, and what kind of things we are going to get into. So we're going to go over here to Forex Factory, and let's see what kind of red folder news we have coming up, and if we have any concerns for the next week. And what do you know? Monday's clean. Tuesday we have PPI for USD and GBP. Wednesday we have CPI. Wednesday, CAD, and a lot of USD red folders here on FOMC. Okay, we got a lot of USD red folders here. We have AUD. So, oh yeah, look at this. GBP red folders. We have a great week ahead full of red folders. Understanding the amount of red folders there are here, if you're using intraday modes, definitely probably would be very hands-on with your strategy and decrease risk. If you're using swing, sniper, or super sniper modes, it should be a great week ahead. If you are on swing, you could either choose to go to sniper or possibly decrease your risk, as there is a lot of red folder news, as you can see here. This is just loaded back-to-back red folders, especially later in the week. First half of the week's pretty clear, but second half of the week is very volatile, with a lot of red folder news going into Wednesday and Thursday. Also, those intraday users maybe use this time to only trade Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and get out of trades by Wednesday. For those precision users, have a blast. It looks like a great week, and I'm very excited to hopefully catch some phenomenal swing trades in the market here. But with that being said, if you guys have any other questions for me, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I thank you all for tuning in with me every Friday here and being attentive and watching my recordings or coming live to the calls. Always grateful for that, and grateful that you guys are using this product and seeing success with it, because it's always exciting to see people winning and making money and getting the GearBox experience. But with that being said, thank you all for your time and being here with us, and let's keep raking in these profits. I love it. Have a wonderful day, everybody.